Strength is one of those things where you gotta use it or lose it. So, wanna train with me sometime? There's a lot that goes into managing an orchard. Watering, weeding, fertilizing the soil, making sure the temperature is right. But most importantly, you have to keep the fruit in a good mood. Strength is one of those things where you gotta use it or lose it. So, wanna train with me sometime? There's a lot that goes into managing an orchard. Watering, weeding, fertilizing the soil, making sure the temperature is right. But most importantly, you have to keep the fruit in a good mood.
Tem alguém aí? Oh, deixa eu abaixar um pouco o áudio do jogo. Tá um pouco alto. Beleza, acho que é aqui. Tá bom. Bom, eu tive que fazer o ato anterior em off, porque senão não daria tempo para fazer hoje. E deixei para fazer o último ato que falta hoje mesmo. Então, aproveitando, já vamos fazer. E aí, mano, como é que você tá?
Miss Androne, traveler.
Hey there.
Paimon's here too. She was just helping them sort through their things. How did your chat go?
Também tô bem.
That was fast.
Vocês
The call
chegaram
only
tão
just
rápido.
ended.
A chamada acabou de terminar.
Well, you said it was
Você
urgent.
disse que era
So we
urgente.
got here as
Então
quickly as we
viemos
could.
assim que pudemos.
Albedo, I have some alchemy
Albedo,
questions for
tenho
you.
algumas perguntas pra você sobre alquimia.
I see.
Parece que meu
Looks like my knowledge
conhecimento
proved
tem sido
useful
útil
after
pra
all.
você.
If I might ask,
Posso
what is the
perguntar
end goal for the
qual é o
modified
objetivo
formula you'll be
final da
using?
técnica modificada que você vai usar?
I needed to predict the future
Preciso
of the
dela
entire
pra prever o
world.
futuro do mundo.
But I've
Mas,
run into some teething
mas
issues since
surgiram
trying to
alguns
implement
problemas
Renee's theory
iniciais
of the
após
four
implementar a
orphans.
teoria dos 4 quadrantes de Rene.
I see. I'll have a look at
Vou
it.
dar uma olhada.
Still,
Ainda
computing
assim,
power is the real issue
o
here.
poder de computação
How
é
do
o
you plan to
verdadeiro
solve it?
problema aqui. Como você pretende resolvê-lo?
About that. It's been sorted.
Tá tudo resolvido.
Oh, with the traveler's help?
Actually, you're not
Bem,
wrong.
não tá
He found the
errado.
person with the
Ele trouxe
solution.
alguém que pode ajudar.
Was it Hat Guy?
Yeah, it was him. Wow! Go Hat Guy! Seems like all that time studying at the academia is paying off big time.
But where
Mas
is
eu
he?
não vejo.
Wasn't he the one who asked
Não
Albedo
foi
and
ele
I to
quem
come
pediu
here?
pro Albedo e eu virmos?
Come with me. Hat Guy? What's happened to him?
Hat Guy, can you hear us? No response. I guess he's in hibernation.
Hat Guy mentioned that he
O
was a
cara do
puppet.
chapéu mencionou
It
que ele
seems
era
that his
uma
functions are
marionete.
currently shut down.
Parece que suas funções foram completamente desligadas.
I presume this has something to do with the
Isso tem
solution
a
to your
ver com
computing
o que
problem.
eles estão falando? Mano, basicamente, o viajante ele tinha sido capturado, né? Acho que deu pra ver na última live. E aí, ele foi salvo pelo cara do chapéu. E aconteceu umas outras coisas, é que eu não vou conseguir explicar exatamente.
That's right. He and the traveler came to see me. Wait, what? You have a solution?
Would you calm down? Why do you
Precisa
always
sempre,
react so hysterically
precisa
to
sempre
everything?
reagir com tanto espanto.
Excuse me? How would
Com
you
licença,
know? You should
não me
be so
lembro
quick
de
to
termos
judge
tanta
complete
intimidade assim.
strangers.
Então
It's
cuide
very
dos seus
bad
modos.
manners.
Oh, please.
Seu
It
temperamento
doesn't
não
take that
demora
long to
muito para
figure
se
out that you have a
fazer
temper.
conhecer.
Where
Então
does a
de onde
mere
é que um
student
mero
get that
estudante
kind
da
of confidence?
academia tira tanta confiança?
I've actually published more
Por
papers
ter
than you.
publicado mais
Not that
artigos que
status
você,
counts for
para
much.
começar. Além
Even
disso,
Paimon's applied
status
for
não é
academia
tudo.
admission.
Até a Paimon já se candidatou para entrar na academia.
Huh? Are you serious?
See? This is
Viu
why
só?
I can't be
É
bothered
por
to
isso que
explain myself.
nem me dou o
She
trabalho de me explicar.
recognizes no one's skills
Ela não
but her
reconhece
own.
as habilidades de ninguém além das dela.
Okay, fine. I'll
E
hear
é
you
exatamente
out.
por isso que eu tô te dando uma chance.
How do you propose to
Vamos
solve my
ouvir.
computing power problem?
Onde vamos encontrar o poder de computação que precisamos?
This world itself is
Esse mundo em
constantly
si
processing all kinds of
está
information.
constantemente processando
If it's
todos
the
os
world's
tipos de
future you're
informação.
trying to calculate,
Se é tudo,
you need a
quer dizer,
processing device
que é o
that's
futuro do
designed
mundo
to
que
cope
você
with
está
that
tentando
volume.
prever, preciso de um dispositivo de processamento que consiga suportar essa carga.
Easier said than done. Only Ermin
Mais
still can
fácil
handle
falar
that
do que
kind
fazer.
Wait,
Espera,
is that what you're
você está dizendo
suggesting?
que é isso que devemos
But
fazer?
surely we can't just
Com certeza não podemos
plug my
simplesmente
formula directly into the
conectar
ley
nossos
lines.
cálculos às linhas lei.
You should be able to tell that
Você deve
I'm
ser
not
capaz de
human,
perceber que eu não
right?
sou humano, não é?
Yeah, I noticed.
Isso não foi difícil de
The
perceber.
technology, though,
Quanto à tecnologia
seems
envolvida,
pretty ancient.
ela parece muito
Very
antiga e
different from
bem diferente da de
Fontaine's.
Fontaine.
It's a completely different
Os
system.
sistemas resultantes também diferem enormemente.
Conrian, to be precise.
A tecnologia de
I'm
Caria,
what they would have called a puppet.
e eu sou uma marionete que a utiliza.
Puppets need an energy
Marionetes
source
precisam
and
de uma
processing
fonte de
power.
energia e
The
poder de
artisans who built
processamento.
them sought out the materials
Os
most suited for
artesãos
that
que as
purpose.
construíram procuraram os materiais mais adequados para isso.
You. Do you mean...
The traveler and I have talked it over. He's willing
Ele
to
está
vouch for you.
disposto a dar um voto de confiança a você.
I'll allow
Então,
you to borrow my
vou
core
permitir
for
que
your
você pegue meu
calculations.
núcleo emprestado para seus cálculos.
It was built using wood from a
Ele é
silver
feito
white
de uma
tree,
maneira... Peraí.
which makes it a small
Ele é
part
feito
of
de uma
Irminsul.
madeira branquinha que veio direto de Irminsul. É tipo um pedacinho dela.
Conrian technology and Irminsul wood. Who in the world could have built you? Are you sure about this? A puppet without its core will cease functioning completely. And if it's left in that state for too long, it might not recover. You could die if you do this. You do realize that, don't you?
I can put two and
Tem
two
um
together.
mínimo de bom senso.
Yes.
Sim,
No need to rub it
agradeço.
I won't lie to you.
Não vou mentir.
This has never
Isso
been
nunca
done
foi
before.
feito antes. Não posso
I
garantir
cannot
sua
guarantee your
segurança.
safety.
Doesn't matter.
Não importa. Estou
I'm
preparado
prepared
para
for
o
the
pior.
worst.
Did you two actually talk this through? Is he... Are we really considering this?
E aí, mano, bem-vindo. Como é que você tá? Tem certeza de que vocês já conversaram sobre isso? Ele realmente pretende...
Yes, we
É
discussed.
verdade.
The bottom
Ficou tudo
line is,
acertado.
he trusts me.
Ele confia em
And I
mim
trust
e eu
you.
confio em você, Sandrone.
Let's give it a shot,
Vamos
shall
tentar.
we?
Vamos tentar, certo?
Honestly, I have no
Sinceramente,
clue where this kid
não
even
faço
came
ideia
from.
de onde esse garoto
For
veio.
whatever reason,
Mas, bem,
he lent me his core to use
Ele
in
me
my
emprestou o
formula.
núcleo dele.
I'm very close to
Estamos
finishing my
muito perto de
calculations now,
concluir
and the
meus
core is
meus
currently in
cálculos
use.
agora. Então eu já
So I'm
usei.
sorry, but I can only show
Mas
you
por
a
enquanto,
sketch right
só,
now.
só posso te mostrar alguns esboços do núcleo em questão.
This is what the core looks like.
Cara, essa imagem me parece muito familiar.
A silver white branch.
Ramo branco puro.
It certainly matches the legends told about
Fato.
Irminsul.
É idêntico aos lendários ramos de Irminsul.
Is
O cara
Hat
do
Guy gonna
chapéu
be okay?
vai realmente ficar bem?
He's not gonna die, right? Right? In theory,
Em teoria,
he should be fine.
ele deve ficar bem,
As long as we put his
contanto
core
que
back in
coloquemos o núcleo de volta a tempo.
time. Beyond that,
Quanto ao
all I can
resto,
say is that
só
I'll
posso
try my
dizer que
best
farei
to
o meu
avoid
melhor
risks
para
and
evitar
make sure
riscos
the
e garantir
core
que o
doesn't
núcleo não
sustain
seja
any
danificado.
damage.
I think I know why you called
Até o
us here now.
processo terminar, o
Someone
corpo
needs to
dele
watch over
precisa
his
de
body
proteção total.
and make sure it's
E
protected
é por
until the
isso que
process completes.
chamaram a gente.
Correct. He said that
Ele
the only
disse
ones
que
he
por
trusts
aqui as
here
únicas
are you
pessoas
two,
em que confia são
traveler.
vocês.
and the traveler will have other work to do.
Depois ainda tem outros compromissos urgentes para cuidar.
He will have our undivided
Faremos
attention.
tudo o que pudermos por ele.
Aw, Hat Guy. On a more positive note,
De qualquer
things are
forma,
progressing steadily
as
on
coisas
my end.
progrediram de forma
I'll call
constante
everyone
do
in
meu
for a
lado.
meeting once the results
Chamarei
are out.
todos para uma reunião assim que os resultados saírem. Você, pai e mãe Durin se sentam ao lado do cara do chapéu, vigiando sua forma silenciosa. Esta é a primeira vez que o veem nesse estado.
The worst case scenario
O pior
with the core
cenário
removal
possível que pode
is
ocorrer
either a
devido à
system
remoção do
reset
núcleo
or a
é um
total loss of
reinício,
function.
ou talvez uma perda
But
total
I'm not
das funções.
A quiet
Mas não
death
tenho medo.
should have been my fate
Uma
long
morte
ago.
silenciosa já deveria ter sido meu destino há muito tempo.
A core is
Um
completely
núcleo é
different from a
completamente
heart.
diferente de um
It's
coração,
like another vital organ
como outro
entirely.
órgão vital inteiro.
I never
Nunca
believed it
acreditei
could be
que
a true
poderia ser um
replacement for
verdadeiro
what I sought.
substituto para o que eu buscava.
But in the end,
Mas no fim,
it turns
o
out the
núcleo me
core was
foi
more
mais
useful to
útil.
me.
É bem engraçado quando você pensa
Pretty
nisso.
funny when you think about it.
É como uma
It's like
piada
the
da minha vida
punchline
inteira.
of my entire life. Do you think there's any difference between
Há
a
alguma
puppet and a
diferença entre um
human?
fantoche e um
If
humano?
not,
Se não houver,
then this would just be
então
another
tal evento é
samsara.
apenas outra samsara.
I have already experienced both a past
Seja em uma
life
vida
and
passada
a
ou
next
futura,
life.
eu já experimentei ambas.
Part of me wonders
E
whether
quem
I'm only
sabe,
capable of making this
talvez eu só
decision because
tenha
I've become a
conseguido
real
tomar
human.
essa decisão porque
What's
eu
with that expression?
me tornei humano de
Isn't this a
verdade.
good thing?
Que expressão é essa? Isso não é uma coisa boa?
Sandrone will succeed, won't she? She has to.
She will.
Sim,
We all
vamos
have to
continuar até
persevere
o
until
fim,
this is over.
até que tudo termine.
That's right.
Isso mesmo,
And I'll protect you
proteger
all
todos
until the
vocês
moment
até o
of
momento em
victory
que a
arrives.
vitória chegar. De repente você sente como se sua noção de tempo tivesse se tornado um tanto turva. Ela avança rapidamente, mas recua onde os pés de Columbina pisam silenciosamente, turbulentamente. Quer dizer, e turbulenta. As palavras de Dottore vêm à sua mente sem aviso. Essas quatro divisões ancoram o mundo e aprisionam aqueles que vivem nele. Ele pode ser louco, mas entende bem as regras do mundo que testam vocês agora.
Who are you?
Call me Sonnet.
Você possui o
You have
mesmo
the same
poder que
power as
Canon.
Canon.
Você é a deusa da lua?
So, you're the goddess of the iridescent moon?
Oh, goodness. You
Você me
recognize
reconhece?
me?
Muito bem,
Well
então.
then,
Qual é o
What's
seu
your
nome?
name?
Columbina. Columbina hyposelenia.
Hyposelenia. What
Que
a
nome
lovely
adorável.
name. Did you
Foi
choose
você
it
quem o
yourself?
escolheu?
It was
Junto com meus
a
amigos.
joint effort between me and my friends.
Friends? You mean your friends in the heavens?
Huh?
Oh, sorry. You must
Você
be
deve estar
exhausted.
exausta.
I apologize.
Desculpa por isso.
Hang in
Aguente
there.
só mais um
Let
pouco.
me, introduce
Vou
you to
levá-la
my
para
older sisters.
ver as minhas irmãs mais velhas.
Do you mean the other two moon
Quer
goddesses?
dizer as outras duas
Arya and
deusas da
Canon?
lua?
Wow, you sure
Você
know a
realmente
lot.
sabe bastante. Então,
Hey,
as histórias
does
sobre
that mean
nós
that our
ainda
story
persistem
goes
até o
on into
futuro?
the future? Oh, I
Parece
guess
que
that
essa não
wasn't
foi a
the
melhor
best question
pergunta a
to
se
ask.
fazer.
It's all right.
Tudo bem,
We
já
were
estávamos,
prepared for that
já estávamos
possibility.
preparados para essa possibilidade.
You could say we
Ou
were
melhor,
too
preparadas
prepared.
até demais.
I can't
Já nem
even
me
remember
lembro há
how
quanto
long my
tempo eu tô
sisters and I
aqui
have
com as
been
minhas
here by
irmãs.
this point. When did you get here? How long has it been?
I can't say for sure, but it feels like it's been forever.
I see. Are you feeling all right? You look a little unwell.
I can hold out a while longer.
Só uma pequena explicação sobre esse lugar onde a Columbina tá, é que é um lugar onde o tempo ele meio que vai voltando, digamos. Então no caso ela tá vendo momentos do passado. No caso no último ato ela viu alguns momentos do passado em que a Paimon e o viajante tiveram ajuda e na verdade a ajuda foi dela.
We don't have far to go.
The place where my sisters and I are based is just up ahead. Don't worry, they're both really nice. I'll introduce you. Sisters! I'm back! And look who I brought with me! It's our lovely little sister, born in the far future. The pleasure is all mine. Allow me to introduce you to
Então,
Columbina
permitam-me apresentar.
Hyposelenia. This is Arya, the goddess of the eternal moon. And this is Canon, goddess of the frost moon. Canon, don't you think Hyposelenia's power is similar to yours?
Saudações, Columbina.
Columbina.
Permita-me pedir
I apologize
desculpas,
for our startled
tanto pela
reaction
nossa
just now.
reação inicial,
And
quanto em
please,
nome da
forgive our little sister
nossa
if she's
irmã
been
falante.
annoying you. She tends to talk.
It's fine.
You seem shy.
do tipo mais
Don't worry,
tímido.
Columbina
Entendo.
Hyposelenia.
Não se
No one
preocupe,
can hurt you here.
ninguém pode te ferir aqui.
Could you tell me where here is?
Poderia me dizer onde é aqui?
Please. I must know.
My dear sister. This is where
Este é o lugar onde o antigo governante de Teyvat, o Rei Dragão, aprisionou as deusas da Lua.
What? You're scaring her, Canon. No, I'm fine. Please, continue.
Nibelung, our
Nosso mestre original nos criou em um passado distante para manter Teyvat,
But he left this
mas
world
ele
and
deixou
traveled
este
into the
mundo,
dark universe
viajando
beyond.
pelo universo sombrio
explore
para
worlds
explorar
vaster
mundos
still.
ainda mais vastos.
Day and night,
Dia e
we
noite,
fulfilled our duty in the heavens
cumprimos nossos deveres
until
nos
the
céus,
day that the first
até que um
descender
dia,
arrived.
o primeiro descido chegou a este mundo,
The great
o
ruler
grande
of the
governante
firmament.
do firmamento.
The heavenly principles.
Is that what later
É assim
generations
que as
call them?
gerações futuras o
I
chamam?
see.
Entendo.
But
Mas
we
nós
did
não
not reject
rejeitamos
them
de
at
início.
first. Nor did
Nem,
they
ele,
seem to harbor
nem eles
ill
pareciam
intent towards
nutrir
this world.
más intenções em relação a este mundo.
We coexisted in
Coexistimos
peace.
em paz. E
They were
eles
like
eram
a guest in our home.
como um hóspede em nossa morada.
Slowly, however,
Aos poucos, no
we came
entanto,
to realize that our
descobrimos
guest
que
had a
esse
growing
hóspede
desire
havia
to
manifestado o desejo de
and
mudar
dominate the
e
world.
dominar o mundo.
And you didn't stop it?
No. There
Não,
was an order to the rules they set
havia
up
uma
that
espécie
Nibelung
de
never
ordem
taught us.
nas regras que eles estabeleceram. Algo que o Rei Dragão nunca nos ensinou.
We wanted to know if this
Queríamos
order would
saber
bode
se
good
essa
or
ordem
ill for Teyvat.
traria o bem ou o mal para Teyvat.
All right. Canon and I wanted to know. Sonnet was against it from the outset.
Later, we
Mais tarde,
discovered that this
descobrimos
great
que esse
ruler of
grande
the firmament
governante do
bore an
firmamento
almost
nutria
paranoid
uma
hostility
hostilidade
toward the
para
desire of certain life forms
uma
to seek
hostilidade
power.
quase paranoica em relação ao
Or
desejo de certas
Perhaps they
formas de
feared
poder,
them.
certas formas de vida de buscar poder. Ou talvez fosse medo.
They would even cast
De
down
qualquer
celestial
forma,
nails
eles
as
lançavam pregos
manifestations of
celestiais,
their power,
manifestações
to
de seu
punish the
poder,
civilizations of the
sobre a
world
terra
below.
para punir as criaturas vivas.
Only this was far beyond mere punishment.
Right.
De fato,
Their rules
suas
brought
regras
order,
trouxeram ordem,
but the
mas o
price
preço
people
cobrado
paid
por
for merely testing the
desafiá-las
limits of those
era
rules
alto
was
demais.
far too great. I did
Fiz
everything in
tudo o
my
que
power
pude para ajudar
to help
aqueles
the
que foram
punished
punidos a
escape
escapar da
catastrophe, but
catástrofe,
still,
mas
too
muitas
many
vidas
lives
se
were lost.
perderam mesmo assim.
The ancestors of the Frost Moon Science
Entre
were
aqueles
some
que
of the ones
receberam
you
essa
helped.
ajuda, Os ancestrais dos filhos da lua gelada.
But just when we had decided to take
Mas justo quando
countermeasures,
decidimos
the
tomar
Dragon
certas
King, Nibelung,
medidas em
returned.
resposta, o Rei Dragão retornou.
And so began the War of Funerary Flame.
So,
É assim
that's
que ela
the
é
name the
chamada
world
em seu
gave that
tempo,
war
então?
in the future.
Well, who won in the end? As far as I know,
Pelo que eu sei,
The heavenly
os princípios
principles won,
celestiais venceram por
although it
pouco
came at a great
a Guerra da
cost.
Chama Funerária.
They
No
remained in
entanto,
Tibet,
permaneceram em
continue to
Teyvat,
rule to this
continuando
day.
seu domínio.
and the world's original
E o mestre
master,
original do
the
mundo,
Dragon
o Rei
King
Dragão,
Nibelung,
foi
was
destruído.
destroyed. And what of the moons? Are there still 3 moons in Tibet's skies?
you can tell us the truth,
Não se
Columbina.
preocupe tanto com sua resposta.
We know we are but remnants of
Somos
a
apenas
bygone age.
vestígios de uma era
We are
passada
prepared for the
e
answer.
estamos preparados para ouvir sua resposta. Somente a lua
Only the
gelada
frost moon
permanece,
remains.
mas ela também
But
foi
it has
lançada
been
para
cast
além do
beyond the
falso
false
firmamento
firmament
pelos
by the
princípios
heavenly
celestiais.
principles. The eternal
A
and
lua
iridescent
eterna
moons
e a
were
lua
both shattered
iridescente
during the war.
foram ambas destruídas durante a guerra.
So death finally came for
Parece
us
que
in
no
the
fim,
end.
não conseguimos escapar da morte.
Sonnet,
But you're
Mas
still
vocês
here,
ainda estão aqui,
aren't you?
não estão?
A moon goddess cannot live
Uma deusa
without
da
her
lua
moon,
não pode
Columbina.
viver sem sua lua.
She's right.
Ela tem razão.
That's why
Comecei
I
a
began to
desaparecer
disappear.
simplesmente porque a lua gelada
Because
está
the
isolada
frost
pelo
moon
falso
is cut
céu.
off by the false sky.
Imagine se ela tivesse sido
How much
destruída
worse
por
it would have
completo.
been if it were outright destroyed.
Our souls may endure within this
Nossas
lunar
formas
palace, but
divinas persistem dentro
if our
deste
moons are
palácio de lua.
destroyed,
Mas se nossas luas forem destruídas,
Then we shall
então
disappear
desaparecemos num instante
the moment we
em que
depart from
partimos
it.
daqui.
I'm sorry.
there's no need to apologize to us, dear sister. If anything, we owe
Se
the
alguém
world
deve
an
pedido
apology.
de desculpas a este mundo, somos nós.
If only we
Se
decided
ao
to act
menos
sooner,
tivéssemos tomado uma decisão
than
mais cedo,
arguing
em
amongst
vez de
ourselves.
discutir entre nós,
all the more reason not to spend this time in regret and repentance. Instead, we should focus our efforts on how we might help our future sister.
Sorry?
Don't you see, Columbina, your story is not yet over. Is that not why you are here?
It's done.
tá feito.
Initiate numerological
Iniciando
array.
matriz aritmética.
Continue running primary
Manter o processo
process.
primário.
Calculate
Continuar
the world's fate
extrapolando o
through
destino do
extrapolation.
mundo
And
e
identify
os
nodes
nós
of
que
potential
podem
change.
introduzir mudanças.
Secondary process.
Ativar o
Scan
processo
for moons.
secundário. Escanear as luas.
Still 4.
Ainda são
The
4.
number of
O
moon
número
mirrors hasn't
de médulas
changed.
lunares ainda não mudou.
Wait, let me think. Is it possible that there's something I've been misunderstanding about the moons all along? Variables. Variables in the world. I know where
Eu
potential
sei de onde
variables
elas
within
vêm.
the world
Nesse
come
caso, e as luas?
from. So what about the
E as
moons?
variantes envolvidas
Are
nelas?
there any variables there? Like their
Variáveis
life or
como,
death, for
digamos,
instance.
sua vida ou morte.
What if being
Se a
alive
vida
or
e a
dead
morte
makes
não
no
fizessem
difference to a
diferença para
moon?
uma lua?
But that's so
Não.
strange.
É
Even immortal
estranho.
gods can
Até mesmo os
die.
deuses imortais
Why
podem
would the
morrer.
moons alone
Por que apenas
be?
as luas seriam? Espera,
Wait! I've got it! I've got it! If alive or
se
dead is
considerarmos
considered a
vida ou
variable,
morte,
we might
uma
have had this
variável,
wrong the whole time.
então talvez tenhamos
No
cometido
one
um
ever
erro o
said that a
tempo
moon
todo.
marrow equals a
Ninguém
living
jamais
moon.
disse que uma
We
amêndoa
just made that
lunar
assumption
era a mesma
ourselves.
coisa que uma lua viva. Nós apenas presumimos que fosse verdade.
Initiate secondary process. Scan again. This time filtering out interfering perimeter. Moon marrow. I don't care if they're natural or artificial. Get them out of my search results! Why? It says 3 moons still exist in Tibet. even after excluding the moon marrows. But we know for a fact that 2 of them are dead. Redo the scan. Narrow the results to living moons and real moons. No, scrap that. Narrow it down to moons that have lunar authority and remain alive. Why? Why is it still 3? What is this, Columbina? Has the world lied to us? Or are you the one pulling the wool over our eyes?
So,
Você está dizendo que, segundo suas suposições, o espaço onde Nibelung aprisionou as deusas da lua poderia ser o reflexo da lua?
Yes, it would
Sim,
explain a lot.
isso explicaria
Such as
muitas
why that
coisas,
space would
como a
respond to
forma
the
como
moon
aquele
goddess's
espaço
power,
reage aos
opening the
poderes
moon
de uma
gate at her
deusa da
command.
lua, permitindo que o portal da lua seja aberto.
It would also explain why Miss
Assim como o
Columbina has
motivo
been
pela
unable
qual a
to leave,
senhorita
and
Columbina
why
não
time
conseguiu
flows in reverse
emergir de
there.
lá, sem mencionar o fato de que o tempo flui ao contrário naquele lugar.
in the messages she sent, Columbina promised us she'd find a way to return. But we have no way of knowing how, when, or where this might happen.
The fact that she still has
Se ela
yet to
ainda não
reappear in this
apareceu
world
até
indicates
agora,
that
isso
returning from
indica
that
que
place is no easy feat.
que retornar
We
não é
cannot
algo
afford to
simples.
simply wait for
Não
her.
podemos simplesmente cruzar os braços e esperar por ela.
So you're saying,
Você quer dizer
if she
que, se
could
ela
return by
pudesse
her own
voltar por
power
conta
alone,
própria,
she
já
would
teria
have
feito
done
isso
so
há muito
long
tempo?
ago.
Yes, she
Ela com
certainly
certeza não
wouldn't leave it to this
deixaria as
late
coisas
stage when
fugirem
it's so
tanto do
touch and
controle
go.
como estão agora.
I've been giving this some
Eu
thought,
acho que o
and I've come
lunatar
to
pode
believe that
ser a
Luanatar
âncora
might be an
deixada pela
anchor that
senhorita
she left
Columbina,
behind, as
como
a
um
sort
ponto
of
de
future
referência para o
waypoint.
futuro.
This could also explain why
É
Luanatar is
talvez por
always
isso
by the
que
traveler's
Lunatar
side.
nunca quis deixar o lado do viajante.
Sounds like a plausible
Faz
theory.
sentido. Em
If
outras
that's the
palavras,
case, there
ainda
must be
precisamos
some
fazer algo para
criteria we need to
satisfazer as
fulfill
condições
to
para que a
allow
Columbina
Columbina to
retorne ao
return to the
presente.
present. The question is,
Mas o que
what
poderia
could they
ser isso?
be?
Hello? Listen up! This is extremely important! Not only is Columbina alive, but she may well exist in a form unimaginable to us. I'm still unclear on the details. But
Detalhes
she's
ainda não
done
estão
something
claros,
truly
mas ela faz
inconceivable in
algo,
the past.
mas ela fez algo além
And
da
the
nossa
clue to what she's
imaginação no
done lies
passado.
in the moon and
As
Teyvat's
pistas do
sky.
que exatamente ela fez residem nas luas do céu de Teyvat.
Truly amazing.
Realmente incrível.
I'm so delighted for her.
I'm sure we all feel the same. And I'm sure Columbina is ready to get back here and fight by our side.
I'll keep my calculations going and try to find some way of coordinating with her. But that's not an excuse for everyone else to slack off, okay? All of you—
How can the dead moon still live? And Luanatar.
It's
Pensar que algo
hard
assim
to
aconteceria
believe
em um
that's
futuro
what will
distante.
happen in the distant future.
Our authority is linked to the
Nossa
most
autoridade
fundamental
está
rules of
ligada às
Teyvat.
regras mais primordiais
I
de
suppose
Teyvat.
it's no wonder that many would
Não é
covet that power.
não é de se admirar que muitos cobissem esse poder.
I didn't realize that when you said friends, you meant people who live down in Teyvat. That's so lovely. I always wanted to go down there and have some fun. Have you ever tried leaving this prison? Of course. Between us, we've tried everything. But no matter where we go, this space will eventually bring us back.
It's like the center of a whirlpool. Everything ultimately converges here, at the moment when Nibelung imprisoned us.
In that case, have you tried using any of those pathways that connect this space to the real world? Sorry? What are those? They're passages through which you can make small-scale changes to reality by using Kuvaki. Or am I the only one who can use those passages? Because part of my soul remains in reality.
Kuvaki. What is that?
You don't know? It's a unique kind of elemental energy found only in Nodcry, the land from which the moons arose.
Oh. Well, it's true that the moons first rose up from the part of that you say is called Nodcry. But there is no difference in the elemental energy between there and anywhere else.
What? Could you show us some of this Kuvaki? Hyposelenia? Maybe if we see it, it'll make more sense. Okay.
Isn't that just your power?
What? But it's everywhere in Nodcry. In the air, in the land. Even the creatures who live there have adapted to its influence.
How curious. This Kuvaki certainly did not exist anywhere in the world before we were imprisoned.
Let alone influence living creatures. So, how exactly does it affect them anyway? Can they float in the air like us? This is so strange. Why would their reality differ so much from mine?
Columbina, you're looking for more than just a way out of here, aren't you?
Yes. If I am to help my friends, I will need trilunar authority on par with that of our foe. You mean... you'll need our power?
This sounds extremely risky. The Three Moons' powers are not mutually compatible. Concentrating them into one goddess would be a very painful process. And if anything goes wrong, it could tear you to pieces.
I know. But I'm willing to take that risk.
Even so, let's say we successfully transfer our authority to you. How will you take it outside this prison? Niblin constructed this realm specifically to prevent us from using our powers to interfere in his war. No moon goddess can leave this place alive.
What if I don't leave alive?
Where do we even start? How are we supposed to figure out what we're meant to do to help Columbina?
Columbina? What
O
do
que
you need from
exatamente
us?
você quer que a gente faça?
If she really got to the beginning
Se ela
of time
realmente
here,
chegou ao
how do
início
you think
daquele
she'd leave us
tempo,
a message?
como você acha que deixaria uma mensagem pra nós?
You don't think she'd
Eu não iria
write it
escrever em
down on a
alguma
stone
tabuleta de
tablet
pedra
somewhere
esperando que a
in the hopes that
encontrássemos,
we'd
certo?
find it, do you?
Não,
Seems unlikely.
não pode ser.
Columbina may not talk
Embora
a lot,
Columbina não
but
fale
she thinks
muito,
deeply
ela
about
pensa
issues like this.
profundamente sobre as questões.
Let's review what we know.
Vamos tentar de novo, desde o começo.
This is the Columbina who fought alongside us against the Reikir of Solnari, and with whom we celebrated Moon Prayer Night. She knows our personalities, our ways of doing things, even our unique strengths and abilities. So, if she wanted to tell us something from a long, long time ago, what would she do? Oh. Traveler, you once said that those golden ripples also appeared when Luanatar was born. What if Columbina left Luanatar here, not just as an anchor to the real world, but for some other purpose. If she is part of Columbina, and Columbina knows that I can see past events through her,
Oh, yeah! Like when you peeked into Rarer's past through his heart!
Então, mano, sobre o próximo jogo, eu não sei. Mas sábado eu acho que eu vou fazer uma live, quer dizer, atirando lá na Suna, né, no ZZZ. Porém, em outro jogo eu já não sei se eu vou fazer live, eu preciso ver direito. Tem o Arknights também, porém ele no meu PC ele não roda tão bem assim, ele roda mais ou menos.
Nefer, wait. If you're right about this, and you can really see past events through Luonnatar, your eyes, they'll...
oh, I know. Looking at Rerir's past in Conria was already enough of a strain on my eyes. Looking this far back into the past, it'll surely blind me.
É que no caso do Honkai, se você estiver falando do Star Rail, eu nunca joguei, então eu não sei se dá pra fazer. Talvez até dê, mas sei lá. Tem que pensar um pouco.
But it's our only chance. This is the only way.
Boss.
We spoke about this once, a long time ago. Do you remember what I said, Yehoda? The day I lose my sight, the Curatorium of Secrets will be yours to run.
But...
What's wrong? I'd be overjoyed if I were you. This day's come a lot earlier than either of us expected. I need to know you'll honor our agreement, Yehoda. Promise me.
Eu vou ver se qualquer dia eu tento, pelo menos uma live só pra testar.
Yes, Boss Neff. I promise.
Are you sure you don't want some time to think this through?
What is there to think through? I should have gone blind after our battle with Rerir. Frankly, it's almost criminal that I got away with it for this long.
Then at least let me take some precautions on your behalf. And if you really do lose your sight, I'll visit your office every day and make sure you're well looked after.
Oh, please, anything but that. I was actually ready to go through with this. Are you trying to scare me into backing out?
As if I could ever scare you. I'll assume you're just joking to calm your nerves.
Ah, só uma pergunta. Tá dando pra ouvir o som do jogo? É porque eu não quero cometer o mesmo erro de novo, não. E da última vez eu acabei não conseguindo colocar o som do jogo. Eu só percebi depois.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's do this.
All done.
Good. Now give me some space. Come on then, little one. Show me what happened in the past.
Between the Trilunar Authority, Kuvaki, and the soul-surviving moon, the Frost Moon. I think I might know how to get back. But I will need my sister's help. Time to go talk it over with them.
Eu ainda tô com um pouco de dúvida se eu continuo lendo. Às vezes quando eu tô falando é meio difícil. Às vezes eu acabo me embolando na hora.
Have you decided what to do? I hope it's not too dangerous. You really scared me when you said that thing about not leaving here alive. Come on, let's go find the other two.
Ah, tá, valeu.
It seems you have reached a decision. I'm all ears. What do you propose?
Agora a gente tem que falar com a terceira.
Have you figured it out, Columbina? Tell us, how do you plan to leave this place?
I intend to die here, in this moment, and then be reborn in the future with the help of my friends.
What? What are you saying? How can the dead be reborn? And how will you inform these future friends of your plans? You can't exactly leave oracles. Nothing can escape this place. Not a single ray of moonlight. And even if you found a way, what if they never find the message you left for them? You'll...
No, that won't happen.
Come again?
They will find my message. I'm sure of it.
I'm not following. How exactly will you achieve this?
It's quite simple, really. First, I will leave my soul here.
I see it.
Your soul? You mean your divinity?
Yes. I once left a portion of my soul in the future. One so small that this prison barely noticed anything. In this very moment, she can resonate with my soul across time. When the time comes, I believe that she can serve as an anchor to pull my soul from here back to the future reality.
Just as gravity connects the world to the moon.
Exactly. In the future, where I came from, the moon has been cast beyond the false sky, but I can still feel that it is there. In a similar way, I can feel a connection to the soul fragment I left behind even now. My friends can use it to detect my presence.
But how do you just leave your soul here? Is that even...
On my way here, I met an ordinary mortal who entered this place long before I did. Her body is long gone, but her soul remains. And before that, I encountered an old enemy whose entire soul survives here intact, while the power that once corrupted his body has faded away.
So, perhaps this space is specifically designed to imprison divinity and authority, but not the physical body.
Still, even if your body can escape, would it not just be a lifeless husk without the soul inside? Wait, is that what you meant when you said you wouldn't leave alive?
Yes. I shall turn my body into moonlight and pour it over Nodcry. That power shall protect the land and quietly blend into it, awaiting my soul's return in the future. However, I cannot do this on my strength alone. I would need your help to do this, so I'm humbly asking for your assistance.
Oh, dear sister, you need not be so formal. As I said before, we are but remnants of a bygone age. You, on the other hand, were born alone in that distant future, and you have walked a long and lonesome road since then. How could I bear to let your story end here in this dungeon? Don't forget, we are your sisters, your family.
Arya's right. Actually, I've always wanted a little sister. Can you imagine how it's been for me? Getting nagged by 2 older sisters all the time. Now, I finally get to be the big sis. And not just that, but I get to help you return to your world, too.
Sonnet.
Kennen?
I'm sorry. I know this is a bold request. The Frost Moon is rightfully yours, and it remains intact.
Oh, no, please, don't misunderstand me, Columbina. I was just thinking back on the years that the 3 of us once spent together. You cannot imagine how happy I am to hear of the future world you describe. The Frost Moon Scions, your lovely, kindly friends. For the 3 of us, whose purpose in life was to maintain the peace in Teyvat, it is a great relief to know that the people of this world live in such an abundant future. If your plan can save them and save Nodcry, I will gladly give you all that I can. Besides, the 3 of us have been together since the day we were born. I could never abandon them to live on alone without them.
Kennen.
Still, I do have one question I would like to ask you before we proceed.
Certainly. What is it?
Why do you cover your eyes?
Yeah, I was curious about that too. But it seemed personal, so I didn't want to intrude.
There was a time when I refused to look upon the world. I believed it was full of nothing but lies and falsehoods. I wished to hide my feelings, seal my heart, until I could return to my true home.
I see. Perhaps that decision saved you from ever having to see the false sky again. But at the same time, you likely missed out on many true and precious things, like the smiles on your friends' faces. Promise me this, Columbina. When you return to the future, open your eyes, take a look at the world around you, and see. I'm sure that you know this already, given that you long to return. But that is your true home. Give me your hand, Columbina. Arya, Sonnet, you too.
Okay.
All right.
We once were the songs sung for eternity, but now it is you who must continue to sing.
We once were the tides in the great river of time, but now we subside, and you arise.
We were the messengers of madness and inspiration. But now, the lies have faded, and your truth must endure.
We are souls awaiting the sun. You must return to be with those who smile when they see your face.
Is it done?
Yes. We have transferred the authority over all 3 moons to Columbina Hyposelenia. From this moment on, she is the Tri-Lune Goddess, the one and only moon goddess of this world.
Thank you. Thank you, my sisters.
Now go, and do what you believe is right, Columbina Hyposelenia.
Be aware that we cannot grant you the power of the 3 moons beyond these prison walls. The conflict that arose over their remains following our disappearance will still take place.
I understand.
Sisters, oh, my body. It feels...
Now that we have given up our power and authority, our bodies are merely mortal shells. This prison is dissolving them as we speak.
It's okay, Sonnet. The end must come for every god, just as it does for every human. That's all this is. The final destination of our lives. Canon and I will be by your side the whole way.
We have one final request, Columbina. Could you use the 3 moons' power to send us back into the real world? Now that we have lost our powers, I doubt this space will seek to hold us further. It's just... we would like to spend our final moments together in the only place we ever called home.
Of course. Gladly. Sonnet?
Yes?
Don't... I wish I could tell her not to give in to the abyss. Not to be afraid. But is this really what I should say at this moment? Don't forget. I'm so glad to have a big sister like you.
No, Hypo. Thank you. I'm okay. I'm not afraid. As long as my sisters are with me, I won't be afraid.
It looks like this is goodbye, sisters.
Goodbye, Columbina.
Take care of this world in our stead.
I will. And now, it's time for me to bid farewell to my body, too. May it become the moonlight that keeps Nodcry company through the long years ahead. So this is why Nodcry was not always home to Kuvaki. It only appeared after I poured my body out upon this land, and only this land. Kuvaki responds to me because it is me, my body, answering the call of my soul. And the golden energy I've encountered on my way here was, in fact, that very soul, which I am about to leave here to guide me. O power Triloon, eternal moonlight. I, Columbina Hyposelenia, lay aside my body. Let it be cast into the dark night to illuminate the future. May it be a companion to all who dwell beneath the moon. Until the time comes for me to return home. That was crazy! Were we even allowed to see that? Is anyone? Can you still see? How many fingers am I holding up?
I see 2 fingers, and a look of sheer terror on your face.
Truly astounding, Miss Nefer. Your eyes have glimpsed the very ends of the world, and yet they remain as sharp as ever. Or is the credit for this miracle due to Miss Lauma? It seems that even time itself is no match for your medical skills.
Surely you jest, Mr. Flins. I suspect we have Columbina to thank. She must have realized the immense toll that the ritual would take and purposely set aside some of her power in the past to protect Nefer's eyes when this moment arrived. There is always a great price to pay for witnessing the truth, but it seems that this time, Columbina has shouldered that burden on our behalf.
She chose the perfect method of getting a message to us. Though her eyes were always shut, she was clearly so perceptive. She knows us well. She knew exactly how we would think and what we would try. Despite being separated by time and space, we're seeing the same possibilities and seizing the same opportunities.
We still don't even know if she's okay right now. But as long as there's a chance we can do something, we'll fight to make it happen.
We'll get you back somehow, Columbina.
Well, based on the information we now have, let's figure out our next moves.
Thanks to these gentlemen, we have a much clearer picture of the situation with Dottore. The civilian population has been moved to safety, so we no longer need to hold back.
Miss Androne, how are the calculations going?
So far, so good. I'll keep seeing how far I can push the system, though. Can't have Hatman being powered down for nothing.
There's still a long road ahead. Where should we begin?
Our plan is clear. Time is short, so let's get moving.
There's just never enough time, is there? Time is the bane of my existence. Ugh. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to work.
All right, we'll do our part too.
Yeah.
Albedo's theory says that elemental energy can dilute the light realm's power. But I'm no expert in building elemental defenses. Sounds like something out of the advanced elemental theory section of the library. Whew.
You seem quite troubled.
Well, yeah. I mean, who doesn't get a little flustered when they're completely out of their depth?
You were the very picture of confidence back when you approached the Hexen Circle.
Yeah, I could have been faking it through that whole meeting for all you know. Who's to say I'm not just a ball of nerves in a charming and gregarious package?
Oh gosh, really? I'm so sorry, I had no idea. Well, you're all the braver for it.
Still, I was much more in my comfort zone than I am here. At least in Mondstadt, you can cry for help from a cliff top and actually stand a chance of summoning Barbados himself. Things have never looked bleaker than they do now. If we don't pull this off, Tevat's doomed, isn't it?
Oh, you think so? Actually, yes. Yes, it probably...
It's a shame.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Tevat has faced annihilation many times in the past, but it also gave us you, didn't it?
Hey, don't give me that. It's not like I'm anyone special.
I disagree. Every human born in this world is special. We angels have always believed that.
In that case, this humble human being has a big favor to ask of you.
I thought you might say that.
I'm sure Alice, in her great wisdom, sent you here precisely to help us in this difficult time, yes?
Well, that has less to do with her wisdom, and more to do with my power.
Of course, of course. Well, the thing is, these elemental defenses we're about to build, I don't think it's a question of if they'll fail, but when. Durin's findings from his patrols make it clear that Dottore is constantly expanding his territory. First it was his lab, then the design bureau, and now this. It's not realistic to completely stop him encroaching on the rest of Nagrai. Rather, our goal should be to stall him for as long as possible. If Miss Sandroni's calculations are correct, well, they're the closest thing to certainty we have in this situation, so let's assume they are. Anyway, her calculations suggest that our best hope for victory lies in Miss Columbina's return. It's up to us to slow Dottore's advance and buy time for her to make a return.
Are you asking me to help you with building the defenses?
No. I'd like you to prepare for what comes next. When he eventually reaches us, we will have to fight him. You were an angel once and a mage now. I'm asking you to lend us your protection.
Oh. Can I take it that you're triggering the terms you fought for during our three-way talks?
Well, technically those terms were about protecting Mondstadt. But if you're happy to agree to the change in location, then yes, let's do that.
You're cashing in on this much sooner than I'd imagined.
Well, yeah. The way things are going, I might not get another chance.
Very well. The mages have heard the knight's plea, and we will respond. To tell the truth, Alice and I had already discussed how we might help you all, so I didn't come empty-handed. I always like to be prepared.
This is... wow. Yeah. This is great. Seriously, thank you.
It's been many long years since I had a chance to dazzle humanity with a little divine intervention. To humbly serve as a reliable and responsible guide. Anyway, Knight of Boreas, please accept this gift in recognition of your great virtue. Go now. May the angel's blessing deliver you safely to your destination.
Agora eu tô curioso pra saber como que eles vão trazer a Columbina de volta. Já que ela tá lá já faz um tempo.
Ah, you're here. Sandrone! How are things going? Glad you asked. You two are about to become the first people to lay eyes upon my masterpiece. Or should that be the first person and the first, specter? Hey! Whatever. Come, feast your eyes on this.
Wow! We've never seen something like this before.
This meter displays the progress of my formula. Currently, it's still making the most important connections. Once it's finished running, I'll deliver it right to your side. And then, we can finally bring Columbina back.
What do you mean, deliver it? Can't you just tell us over the Dodo communication device? It'll just be some numbers, right?
Ugh, you're such a greenhorn. This isn't the kind of formula you solve in math class. It's a highly complex algorithm capable of constructing a framework of rules. Ugh, whatever. We'll be here all day if I start trying to explain it. All you need to know is the formula must be completed before we can bring Columbina back. I'll share the data with you. Nicole's agreed to let me use her information channel, so we just need to use the Dodo communication device like so. And... there. Now you can check in on my progress.
Wow! Look at that! You're amazing, Sandrone!
About time you recognized my genius. Took you long enough. Anyway, that's all for me. You should check on the others if you have time. Make sure we don't have any weak links in the chain. That might sound harsh to you, but close supervision is a common practice in a Fatui. Not looking to catch anyone out. I just care about everything going smoothly. That's all. I'm kinda stuck here while the formula's running, so I need you to be my second pair of eyes in the meantime.
Ele tem que descer. O que a gente fala primeiro? Pelo durinho ao bedo.
Thankfully, Miss Nicole has come to our aid. Nasha Town is now looking very well defended.
Golden Flame. Yes, that's Nicole's power, all right. Based on the latest message from Grandmaster Varka, it sounds like they've reached an agreement. The situation should be more stable with her assistance. Everyone will have at least some degree of protection.
Albedo! Durin!
Hello there, you two.
Are you well rested?
That's good to hear. As per the plan, Albedo and I will be in charge of Nasha Town. As Dotori's energy field expands, it's creeping ever closer in that direction. But we will do our best to hold our position.
We fought side by side many times before, and always with great success. I believe this time will be no different. So don't worry about us. Focus on fighting Dottore.
Traveler, Paimon, a pleasure to see you both. fairly well, if I do say so myself. Personally, I am ready to confront Dottore head-on.
Ooh, you sound much more serious than usual.
To be honest, I am not usually fond of exercising my full strength. For one thing, it's hardly conducive to maintaining a low profile. Besides, I believe one should have the right to choose when to show their hand. I am conserving my strength until the moment of battle is upon us. Anything to boost our chances of victory.
Seeing you get into the zone like this really puts Paimon at ease. Huh, Traveler?
I consider it an honor to have your trust. Rest well. I look forward to seeing you both in your element during the battle.
Yes, Miss Moonchanter? What are you staring at?
You always address me in the strangest ways. Lady Moonchanter 1 minute, Miss Moonchanter the next.
Yes, and? Are either of those incorrect?
Not as such. It's just that I simply call you Nefer nowadays.
Uh-huh. That's my name. What's your point?
The point is I don't add any honorifics or titles.
Meaning what?
That maybe we're on friendlier terms now than we used to be.
Is that how you see it? And I thought I was the one with eye damage.
Never! Lauma!
Paimon, Traveler.
Just swinging by to check in on you. How are things going? Did you manage to get some rest?
Don't worry about me. I won't slow us down.
And I give my all to ensure our victory. Ah, yes. Allow me to give you two a quick checkup. Hold on. You're both in good shape.
You're welcome. You'll have your work cut out for you in this battle against Dottore, so make sure to get some rest in first.
Paimon will keep an eye on him, don't you worry.
I'm glad to hear it. Take good care of yourself, too, Paimon.
Sure thing!
Here they come. That's quite a horde.
As we expected.
Get ready, everyone! Take your positions, and prepare to engage.
Let's begin.
I'm at the ready.
Agora sim a batalha começou de verdade.
Observe. Be silent. Night falls. Close your eyes.
You're another one!
Fear the dark.
Go!
It's your turn.
The last land, by the frost moon of old. It all adds up. These creatures cannot stand against us.
Oh, it's fighting time. Just don't let your guard down.
That goes without saying. I'm hardly the risk taker in this group.
Excuse me?
Stay first. Forest, protect us.
No more lies. Can't hide the truth. The deception ends here. It all adds up.
By the frost moon of old.
No more lies. Seek within. It all adds up. No more lies. It all adds up. The deception ends here.
For the everlasting forest, leave this place.
Come into being. Moments of birth. Burst forth. Devouring claw!
How long? That was easier than I thought.
Naturally.
What do you mean? Is it because as...
Water jet! Yeah!
With one heart, we pray.
The mystery unravels.
Observe. Close your eyes. People have always used fire to drive away wild beasts.
Wouldn't a lantern work just as well?
You read my mind, my dear friend. I was just about to say that.
All right then, dear friend. Bring the light.
Situation. Close your eyes.
You're looking well. I trust you've had a good couple of days.
Dottore.
It's actually a good thing, in my view. If the subjects of my experiment were to die prematurely, it would throw quite a wrench in the works. And so, I must thank you all for your resilience. We are no longer on the same level, but you are nonetheless worthy of my respect. A creator god should be merciful and gracious after all. And in any case, it is only right that before I end your lives, the world is informed of the arrival of their new god. The experiment begins. With the marrow of the 3 moons in my hand, behold the false moons fall! How dull!
Go!
Can't hide the truth.
Be shook!
No more lies.
Receive my blessing.
Observe. Close your eyes. Observe. Be silent.
Entropy to dust.
Looks like Dottore intends to trap us here. There's no exit. Our endurance is about to be put to the test.
Did you honestly think that would hit me?
Can't hide the truth. No more lies.
Keep it up. I'm still collecting data. Moon's remnants fall.
You poor lost lamb. A grave transgression.
Can't hide the truth. No more lies. It all adds up.
Pathetic. With the marrow of the three moons in mind, behold the false moons fall.
Ô louco, só nesse
Tell
golpe
me,
já morri não
where
sei
will you
quantas
try
vezes.
scurrying off to next?
Looks like Dottore has opted for a divide and conquer strategy. But we will not allow him to triumph. Now, I shall pray for our victory. Chorus, protect us.
Entry bends to me. Go!
Can't hide the truth. No more lies.
Did you honestly think that would hit me? Be shackled. Found. Water jet. Leaving openings on. Pathetic.
It all adds up.
Moon's remnant. Entry. Such a simple attack, and you're
Can't hide the truth. No more lies. Seek within.
Be annihilated, that which cannot stand against me.
What's this supposed to be? A knockoff version of the space Columbina got trapped in?
Mano, eu não consegui controlar direito.
There really is no way out. We'll see about that, Dottore.
Did you honestly? My apologies. I had not intended to take your teammates from you. Entry bends to me.
Obey, and I can be restored.
An excellent deal, if you ask me.
Won't you consider it?
I'm aware you've been working on some little tricks to surprise me with, but it appears that none of them have come to fruition. My guess would be that you're trying to bring Columbina back. But then, where is Sandrone? Or are you trying to buy time for her? I always found their friendship to be a curious phenomenon. Two highly incongruent personalities, and yet they share a deep connection. Speaking of Columbina, I once saw her as like a younger sister. We got along quite amicably while she was with the Fatui. But then one day she suddenly decided she would refuse to take part in any further experiments. To this day, I truly don't understand what I could have done to upset her so much. It's such a pity. I could have had a sister, a family. But alas, she grew to dislike me.
You're not fit to be family to her.
That I can't deny. So many people, all obsessed with playing out the same tired old dramas. This world is rotten to the core. And then there's you. You had every opportunity to reach the right conclusion. The thought of killing you off like this? But I maintain that I approached you in good faith, so I will offer you another chance. Will you work with me? You have until I count to 10 to make your choice. 1, 2, 3.
Not in a million years.
What a pleasant surprise. I didn't think you'd join us all the way up here.
You're as sick and twisted as ever. Don't fool yourself into thinking anyone's grateful for the chances you're offering them.
Sandrone? But the formula hasn't finished running yet.
Funnily enough, I was just discussing a collaboration opportunity with the Traveler, and then I see you, who I must say is a good example of an opportunity gone to waste.
Só um minuto que eu vou ter que fechar a janela do meu quarto. Pronto, voltei.
Gone to waste?
I said that everyone would get one chance, and you've used yours to march right back into the lion's den. So yes, it's an utterly wasted opportunity.
And what makes you think I believe a word that comes out of your mouth?
I was planning on disposing of your little formula after wrapping up more urgent business here. But since you've taken the trouble of serving it to me on a silver platter, I can simply... Is this your life's work? This piece of trash? Your formula runs too slowly, Sandrone. You put your hope for success on others instead of fighting dirty. That is why you have failed. Now, whom should I slay first? Any volunteers? No one? How nice of you to leave the decision to me. Sandrone, any last words for me, comrade?
Is there anything you wish for?
Not really. But I've always known what I don't want. Go to hell, Dottore.
No!
And now, you have failed.
Mano, eu não esperava por isso.
Now you see how fragile mechanical contraptions are. Just a gentle tap, and they fall to pieces. However keen of an inventor Sandrone may have been, her death spells the end of the formula that was running inside her body. Of course, I have to commend her for making it this far. As her colleague, I have to admire her stubborn tenacity. Now, it is time for you to take your place by my side. My count was interrupted, but the second chance I extended to you still stands. Once again, you are welcome to join me. By now, I'm sure you have gained a greater appreciation for the power and authority I wield. What is stopping you from embracing a new world of endless possibilities? Not in the mood to talk? As you wish. You seem less talkative than usual today. I'll change the topic to something more apropos. Sandrone was always like this, never trusting anyone, always so reluctant to share her research with them. Objectively speaking, she had her strengths. It is remarkable how she extracted and even optimized the world formula from so much data. But her inability to trust was her undoing. Had she allowed someone else to monitor or run the formula for her, you might still have a chance at victory even now. But regrettably, she was a stubborn fool. As much as it pains me, she had to go.
Dottore. Maybe this is news to you, but people can change. Columbina surprised you when she escaped. And I think Sandrone would surprise you too.
Change?
You can twist the truth however you want, but I see it clear as day. You're the one who can't trust other people.
Is that how you see me? By this point, what can you hope to do about it? It is pointless to fight on. You've already lost.
Wrong. You can't win this, Dottore.
What?
My formula can get us 90% of the way. It will connect you to Columbina. Then, I will bring the formula's output to the Traveler's side. For the last 10%, do whatever it takes. Just bring the moon down.
never be yours!
I turn my body into moonlight and pour it over Nodcry. My soul, I leave here to inform my future friends. Lastly, I will hide the Trilune Authority within the Frost Moon. And when my body, soul, and authority are reunited, finally...
Columbina!
It's been too long. I'm back. Stay focused on the battle, Traveler.
What a touching reunion. Though I personally find myself repulsed by the sight of weaklings huddled together for war. Now, if you're quite finished patting yourselves on the back, show me how long you can struggle before you drown.
Watch out, Columbina! He can manipulate space itself!
I know.
Eu não esperava que a lua
Wait for
fosse
the right
quebrar
moment.
aquele céu lá.
We'll strike together.
Foi muito cinema.
Stop for time. Moon's remnant.
Wipe out!
Did you honestly think that?
Wayne.
You barely managed to touch my pathetic. Enough! First, like an ant in my palm.
I grant you the new moon's blessing. The new moon shines upon you.
I am growing weary of your stubborn resistance.
It's over, Dottore! Time to pay for your heinous crimes!
No longer must the world power in the cold night.
It's not yours to command!
Let the moonlight dispel the darkness.
Only I could have shaped the new world. Only I. Willfully blind. How can you be so satisfied with your fate?
It's about friends, family, and the home you stole from them.
So dull. Only the weak rely on each other for comfort. You shall see. Once I transcend fate, you will be nothing but fodder for my grand experiment!
That will never happen. Today, the moon lights up this world once more.
This loathsome world.
No, this world is our home.
No, you're doing it wrong. The moon looks like this now.
What are you trying, children?
The new moon, Mom. It looks different than before, doesn't it? Also... Can I go buy a sugar sculpture today? Please? Just one?
All right. I suppose today is a special day after all. Almost like a festival.
Extra, extra! Get the latest Nasha Express here! Post disaster report! Nasha Town reborn beneath a new moon! The voyage begins today! The future looks bright thanks to the League. Want a copy?
I knew things would be different, but I didn't think that would include the moon.
They say a new moon goddess has been born.
A new moon goddess? Who's saying that? The Frost Moon Scions?
I guess so. I'm not too clued up on the details. As far as I'm concerned, the moon's still in the sky and it's business as usual. Hey, since we've come all this way, shall we grab ourselves a free meal while we're here?
Are you a convert now? Or are you just here for the free lunch?
Oh, come on. What does it matter? After everything we've all just been through? That smells good. All right, that's it. I'm hungry. Time to eat.
Come on! We gotta get there early, or there won't be any good spots left!
Shh, keep it down. This is a residential area. What if people are still sleeping?
Why is it so noisy outside? It's okay. Paimon was pretty much awake anyway. It's been so long since we last had a chance to relax, huh? Feels like time is moving slower than usual. What about you? Did you rest well? Still winding down from everything that's happened? Or are you wondering how our friends are doing? Or is it about what Dotori said to you? Okay, if you say so. But don't push yourself, alright? Let Paimon know if you need to talk.
What we just went through was a lot. It's totally normal if you need some time to get back in your groove. Luanatar disappeared after Columbina came back. Apparently, she was part of Columbina's soul or something. Still, Paimon kind of misses Luanatar somehow. But anyway, you did great. So did Paimon. We all worked our butts off to contain this disaster, and in the end, we made it. So, chin up, Traveler. You should be proud of yourself. Hey, don't poke fun. You should be glad that Paimon's growing as a person. Paimon didn't think you'd mention it. You have no idea how anxious Paimon was. She was worried sick about you. Well, if you really want to show Paimon you're sorry, you're gonna need to make it up to her. You better be ready to splash out on a lavish meal. Okay. Paimon's full now. Huh? Oh, well...
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon. Good morning.
Morning, Yehuda. Here for some breakfast?
Oh, I've already eaten. Just need some water. I was mostly worried you might forget what day it was today. So, I came over to remind you. Careful there, Paimon. Too much food will make you drowsy. Don't let anyone catch you hiding at the back and nodding off during the League meeting.
You should probably be saying that to Aino. She's the baby of the group, if anyone.
True. You know, I'm surprised that all these competing groups are actually coming together to try to solve things together. Definitely.
Well, nothing like a region-wide calamity to bring people together. After that, surely even the most self-interested people have to realize that going it alone isn't worth the risk, right?
Try telling Boss Neff that. She's not exactly convinced that people are gonna get with the program.
Really? But if she's so pessimistic about it, why'd she agree to be the Curatorium's representative in the League?
Probably 'cause even though Unity sounds like a pretty far-fetched idea, the benefits it would bring make it worth a shot. I think things will work out, though. I swear, Notcry feels like one big family now with everything that's happened. More than a...
Paimon's with you on that one. And it seems like plenty of other people agree, too. Just listen to the bustling streets.
All right. Everyone's been rebuilding these last 2 weeks, and the evacuees have been coming back in droves. Life's slowly returning back to normal. Which means my workload's probably gonna shoot back up. Were you about to head out? There's still some time before the ceremony begins, you know.
Yeah, we were gonna take a stroll around the square and say hi to some friends first.
Sounds good. See you later then.
Depois de uma grande luta, tudo acabou bem, né? A gente vai... Peraí. Tem que sair daqui.
Please accept today's boon.
Are Paimon's eyes deceiving her? Or is that Inefa handing out food for the Frost Moon Scions?
Hello there. Would you like a feast of the moon, along with some snacks of the day?
So, what's new, Inefa? It was only a few days ago when we last saw you, but it looks like you've joined the Frost Moon Scions in that time. And Aino too?
What are you talking about, Paimon? We're just here to help, duh.
In the wake of the disaster, it's all hands on deck. We responded to Lama's request for support. At times like these, the smallest good deed can inspire others and help them through the hard days ahead.
And we're using eggs and heating tubes to make that a reality, in true Kromkake Crab Shop style! Enough! Did you hear that? The Traveler said I did good. The Traveler!
That's because it's true, I know. Proposal. If you can resist eating today's dessert, I will provide you with compliments, too.
No way! Well, that proposal got shot down quickly. I need something to get me through the hard times too, you know.
Mom!
Yes, dear. Go right ahead.
Excuse me. Could I take a photo with the robot lady? She helped us get safely out of Notcry, and she helped us get back home too. She's the best.
Of course she is! And since I'm the whiz kid who built her, that makes me even better than best, right?
But you stole my snacks, though.
Oops.
Shall we move to the open space near the center? The view there is better.
Thank you!
Aren't you the better pick for this job, Flint's?
You underestimate yourself yet again, Master Ilua.
Not at all. I rarely come by Nasha Town. I don't know any of the big shots here.
All in good time. Socializing is a step-by-step journey.
But you're much further ahead on that road, aren't you?
You're not seeing the full picture. You know the truth now. My friends do not understand my habits. There is no question about it. The Lightkeepers need a representative in the League. Someone who is upright, cares about other people, and can realize their self-worth through group action.
You say it like you wouldn't make the cut.
I am most flattered that you think I would. Sigh a little less, Master Ilua, and have more faith in yourself. All the Lightkeepers agree that you're a very promising young man. That is precisely why Starshina Nikita felt safe delegating such important work to you.
I'm sure we all also agree that we would sooner die of dehydration than manage to wrangle anything out of you in a discussion.
My apologies. I am not in the habit of bringing water with me when I go out.
Whatever. I'll take the job. By the way, who else is part of this?
Oh, it's quite the who's who of Notcry. There's the Moon Chanter of the Frostmoon Scions, the boss of the Curatorium of Secrets, a representative of the Voynich Guild, and even someone from the adorable Kromkake Craft Shop. I'm sure you will find speaking with them to be a genuine pleasure.
If you say so. I've never done this work before, so I'm honestly a little scared of making mistakes. But I'll do it. Not only is it our duty as Lightkeepers, but because I want to make Notcry a more welcoming place.
An admirable attitude to take. The beacons are lit, Ilua. We're but one step away from breaking through the blizzard. We have the chance to band together and build our shared homeland into an Elysium. This is
Yeah. You're right. I'll do my best.
Quite a few familiar faces have arrived. Let's...
You seem well rested.
I know no one's asked, but I'm sure you all want to know, so let me just say, we're doing great. Thanks. Well, great, but not perfect. Starting to lose my mind from boredom. Can't drink a drop of alcohol while I'm waiting for my wounds to heal.
I'm sure you had a sneaky swig or two.
Wait, how'd you find out?
I'm sure you must be missing Mondstadt after all these years away, Grandmaster.
Yeah, you could say that again. Every time I get news from Mondstadt, it makes me want to go back and see the place for myself. Honestly, once things are wrapped up here, I think it'll be time to head back home.
Hey, looks like someone's taking the stage.
Can everyone see okay? Anyone need a boost?
I'll just listen from the back. It's fine.
You're taking this pretty seriously, huh, Durin?
Well, it's not every day that I get the chance to see how people speak in official settings.
Soak it up like a sponge. I'll make sure you get a chance to practice for yourself later down the line. Actually, I know just the thing. You can debrief the Knights of Favonius for me.
Mr. Varka, are you forgetting that I'm not a Knight of Favonius?
I can knight you. Any particular title you'd like?
Is he joking? I really can't tell.
You'll have to figure this one out for yourself. It'll be a good learning experience.
It is my honor to host the opening ceremony for the League, and to have this opportunity to speak to you all in my capacity as Voynich Guild representative.
Could this person also have been pushed onto the big stage by the real big shots? Guess I'm not the only one then.
We come here today, having weathered the trials and hardships of yesterday, and having learned from them the importance of unity and cooperation.
All right, here we go. Uh-oh, looks like Aino's off in Dreamland already. Wait, Boss is looking kinda drowsy too. What's up with her?
Come on, get this speech over with already.
Nodcry is our home, the land we rely on for survival. And as we chart a course for the future, may we persevere through the storms ahead as we sail towards a new era of prosperity, freedom, and hope.
Looks like we'll have more opportunities to travel in the future.
I'm sure you'll cope, Lady Moonchanter, given how fleet of foot you are.
Já tem mais lives que ZZZ? Mano, eu acho que tem a mesma quantidade, porque o ZZZ eu tinha feito 3, né? Acho que essa aqui é a terceira. De Genshin eu acho que essa é a terceira, se não... Então, acho que essa aqui, contando com essa, é a mesma quantidade.
Unfortunately, I suspect I'll be too busy at the Curatorium to act as your host. We have a busy schedule, not to mention an international network of contacts to manage.
That'll be all right. I'll just check your schedule with Yehoda well in advance. And if she's not available, I can simply ask Ashru.
You... So giving my employees extra workload isn't enough for you? You're really going to drag my cat into this too?
I thought you'd approve. Aren't you forever increasing your employees' workloads?
That's a bold statement. Are all the Frost Moon Scions feeling more audacious now that your moon goddess has returned?
Columbina's return has brought joy to all who care about her. That includes both you and me. As for the Frost Moon Scions, we are learning how to thrive independently, without relying on the moon goddess. It is up to us to make our home a more livable place. Joining the League is one of the steps we are trying towards that end.
I like the word try. It's nice and non-committal. You can opt out at any time and still say you tried.
You don't see a bright future for the Frost Moon Scions? Or did...
I'm just not as optimistic as you. The Frost Moon Scions should count themselves lucky that they have a leader as stubborn and enterprising as you. But Nodcry's a big place, with all kinds of people. Most of them don't enjoy answering to a leader, or even listening to reason.
Well, that's where you and your methods come in. Unless the Curatorium of Secrets is only here for appearances.
For now, yes. And that won't change until this venture becomes worth my while.
What would make it worth your while?
Getting out more than I put in. Right now, I'd barely break even, but I'll grant that it's a good start for Nodcry.
Then maybe it's worth a try.
All right, you can stop now. Or do I have to join the Frost Moon Scions before you'll get off my back?
You'd be very welcome to join us.
Hey, you two! Congrats on all your hard work! What are you chatting about?
Nefer was trying to dissuade me from adding to her employees' workload. Also, she's considering joining the Frost Moon Scions.
Sorry, what?
Your conversations are always the most interesting. Would you two care to join me for some tea before heading to your next destination?
Nicole? Wait, where are you? Aren't you gonna ship?
Sadly not. I'm otherwise occupied right now. I'm sorry, Paimon. I can hear how disappointed you are. If it's any consolation, let me say that how things appear on the surface is a far cry from what they are at their core. Perhaps you'll feel better if you focus on the fact you have a special line of communication with the great mage herself.
Okay? Has something happened?
No, or not yet, anyway.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
Not for the time being. Just think of this as a general check-in to make sure this communication system is still running smoothly. Besides, it's good to chat once in a while if we want to maintain our friendship.
You could have just said so. Paimon got all worked up for nothing. Still, the best friendships are built through face-to-face interaction, you know. It's never gonna stop being weird having tea with you when you're not there and just talking to thin air.
All right, fair point. I'll bear that in mind for next time.
Yeah. Any update on that crisis at the world's borders?
Alice just informed me that they had their work cut out for them. And now everyone's thoroughly exhausted. But they did finally get things back under control. Still, the disruption caused by this disaster has made Teyvat easier to detect from the outside universe. She plans to wait for things to stabilize, then reschedule her Mondstadt vacation plans. As for me, I agree with Hat Guy's perspective. This is a time when many new variables are emerging, and the situation is changing constantly. Plus, most of this change is for the worse. We have to remain vigilant and ensure that the embers of chaos are not rekindled. I did notice that the energy in Nodcry changed somewhat after the War of Funerary Flame, but since it was still... it looks like I'll have to examine the connections between phenomena I observe more closely in the future. Just doing my duty. It's more or less second nature by now. Of course! To give you the full picture, I'd have to start with the substance from which angels were formed. Never mind. Paimon's right. Showing off my knowledge would be much more satisfying in person. By the way, you did receive the gifts from the Hexen Circle, yes? I'm not trying to claim credit or anything, but my pride demands that I at least mention it. They're quite similar to the protective talisman that Alice gave Dory, but with some very special enhancements.
that's what kept our friends safe when Dotori trapped them.
Mano, isso aí depende. Porque no caso dessa vez foi por causa que os atos demoram, as histórias costumam demorar. Mas, por exemplo, dependendo da live, dura 1h30. Dependendo do objetivo dela.
Indeed. We went to great lengths to make sure they were invisible to his eyes.
Mas acho que esse ato já deve estar acabando, já que a luta, digamos, principal já acabou.
I'm so happy they came in handy. Still, not fishing for gratitude, by the way. I just want you to be aware that sometimes your friends may be protecting you in ways you cannot perceive. Anyway, I'll contact you if anything else crops up. If not, you know what they say, no news is good news. Oh, my angelic instincts are tingling. They say... You should head to the docks next. Your friends are about to board their ship home.
Geralmente lives tem no mínimo 1h. Aí isso vai depender da pessoa, tipo, às vezes algumas tem menos porque pode cair. Esse tipo de coisa. Velho, onde é que... Peraí. É mais fácil olhar no mapa. Tem um teleporte aqui.
You're here.
You're here too, Hat Guy. Are you heading back together?
No. I'm bound for Sumeru, and she for Fontaine. We just happened to cross paths at the harbor. Everything seems fine. Sandrone may have an abominable temper, but she's always been very responsible with important calculations. And think...
You always speak as if you know us inside out, Mr. Hat Guy.
Maybe I'm just a good judge of character.
I certainly hope that's all there is to it. Regardless, you have been a significant help in this matter. For that, you have my gratitude.
I didn't do anything special. Sandrone's the one who completed a seemingly impossible formula and turned the tide of the entire battle, even giving her life in the process. She's the one we should be thanking.
Even we were unaware that Sandrone had hidden the real formula inside Polonia's body. She managed to fool Dottore into thinking the formula was running in her system by installing an identical-looking decoy within her.
She probably realized that she didn't have the strength to stop Dottore. But this way, she could at least get him to lower his guard. She always worked like that. Always had a backup plan.
Well, that's why I'm traveling to Fontaine. She made a request of me long ago, and the time has come to fulfill it. Think of it as her will. She said that should she ever fail in a mission, she'd like me to deliver her core and Polonia's to the Fontaine Research Institute. She also mentioned that she had made arrangements for people there to set her affairs in order. Some of her personal effects, such as her notes, were left to me. I've decided to take them back to the House of the Hearth, for safekeeping primarily, but also as mementos, I suppose. However, there is one book among them that I'd like to leave in your care. I'll have someone deliver it to your residence at the flagship at a later date. No. I was specifically warned not to tell her. This is her last wish, and I will abide by it. I can only hope so, but none of us here can know for certain. I bade farewell to Columbina earlier today. As promised, she turned the iridescent moon's marrow over to me. She spent a long time with Sandrone's body, saying her goodbyes.
Oh, is she alright?
Sandrone's passing has left a great wound in all of our hearts. But Columbina surprised me. She offered me some words of comfort before I departed. Despite being grief-stricken herself, she showed an awareness of the feelings of others around her. She never used to act like this. Clearly, she has grown. And I suspect that we have you to thank for much of the change we are seeing in her. Huh. After these recent events, the Tsaritsa has revoked the Pale Star Edict. Snezhnaya now realizes that the arrest warrant for Columbina was just a ploy by Dottore, who coveted her powers. I shall return to Nodcry to see her as soon as I find the time. I hope that from now on, she too will explore more of the world. Columbina Hyposelenia's journey is only beginning. My ship is here. Traveler, Paimon, we shall meet again. You too, Hat Guy.
What are you still bumming around for? Isn't Columbina waiting for you? I thought today was the day you'd agreed with her to go find out the truth about your sibling. You're afraid you won't like the truth when you see it. Well, this is new. I was starting to think that nothing could scare you.
Don't say that! Wouldn't you be if you were in this situation?
Fair point. But I'd say I have more experience facing up to unpleasant truths than the Traveler. They say blood's thicker than water. I know how much you need your family back. More than you need any of your friends. And I'm sure that all your real friends understand that too. No matter what the truth turns out to be, they will stick by you and support you, whatever decision you make. Finding the truth is important. But more important still is what you choose to do once you've found it. At least, that's the life lesson I've learned from my experience, grappling with the truth. What? Now that Dottore's dead and gone? A little, I guess. But it hasn't solved everything. Maybe I regret not getting to end his life with my own hands. Or maybe it's something else. But for whatever reason, I still feel like I have a chip on my shoulder. Either way, I'm going back to Sumeru. Lesser Lord Kusanali is gonna need help dealing with all the chaos Dottore left in his wake. Not just for— You should continue with your journey, as you've always done. Who knows? Maybe we'll meet again someplace else.
So, what should we do now? If you want to explore a bit more to steady those nerves, Paimon's game! After all, when Columbina said she knew where your ship was hidden, Paimon promised to give you two some alone time with the truth. It hasn't been all that long since we were last apart, sure, but with Columbina there, Paimon's sure things will be just dandy. Ain't no biggie. Paimon might be all about that food and fun, but she knows how to do right by people. Paimon's sure you'd prefer to digest the news about your sister in peace. But, no matter what you see, just know you can share it with Paimon. Of course, as long as it's not super private. If you can't make sense of something, let's give it some thought together. And even if we both can't figure it out, Paimon can at least treat you to a nice meal. Glad to hear it. Feel better now? Alrighty. Next up, time to meet with Columbina.
Eu acho que possivelmente a Sandrone pode voltar, já que ela é meio... Ela tem partes robóticas, mecânicas, digamos. Se um dia ela virar uma personagem jogável, com certeza eu vou querer pegar ela. Deve ter um teleporte perto. É, tem. Bem do lado.
Columbina, we're here! Can't quite believe we're meeting out here. We've gotten used to walking over to Silver Moon Hall whenever we go see you.
Well, you're still welcome to go there whenever you want to see me. It's just, now that it's all over, I've decided to make some changes. Try and fit in with the Frost Moon Scions, like Llama suggested. The older generation are still timid around me. They don't dare get too close, and they bow their heads when I walk by. But things are much better with the children. I see more curiosity in their eyes. Hopefully, by the time the next Moon Prayer Night comes around, I can enjoy the festival with them as myself. Without—
You'll do fine, Columbina! Paimon's sure they'll realize you're super nice once they get to know you better.
You really think so? When we first met, you thought I was a little up in the clouds.
We were just starting out then, come on! So Llama told you, huh?
I'm only teasing. I know that I have you to thank for pulling me back down to solid ground. It feels good to finally stand firm on the earth where I was born.
Oh, that's great!
Thank you. I'll make sure not to lose it this time. Well then, are you ready?
Lumine, what happened to our spaceship back then? Why did you leave? It's time to learn the truth at last. Ready as I'll ever be.
Good. Then let me open the way for you.
Where does this lead?
To our shared destination.
Huh?
Do you remember me telling you about my missing prologue back when we just met? I said that my story began on the moon. But while I was inside the moon's reflection, I realized that my prologue was really hidden in the future. I just had yet to discover it at that point. The story of the time before I was born was in fact the story of my distant future. But when I obtained the Trilunar Authority and returned to our present reality, I sensed something I hadn't expected. Your
So you mean...
Yes, your spaceship. All this time, it has been hidden on the Frost Moon, which lay beyond the sky. The great ruler of the firmament. The heavenly principles.
Wait, them? Why would they do that?
I don't know. Perhaps your ship contains something that is incompatible with Teyvat. Or something that cannot be known. Oh, did I pick a bad time to say this? I know it must have been hard to work up the courage to do this. Maybe I should have waited until you were on the moon, with no chance to back out.
That would have been kind of mean, you know.
Take me there.
Oh?
Whatever is hiding in that ship, it belongs to me and Lumine. Those memories belong to us. No one else has the right to decide whether I should or shouldn't know about it. Not even the heavenly principles.
Very well. Then let's go.
You two take care, alright? And...
Rest assured, Paimon. We will. Traveler, after you.
Thinking about the story that we'll find hidden on the moon?
Yes. And hoping that it has a happy ending.
Stories like that don't exist, you know?
You don't believe in happy endings?
I don't believe in endings.
Where am I?
This is the pathway I built between Tevat and the Frost Moon. The moon is very far away from us, so it could be a long journey. After I obtained the Trilunar Authority, I unwittingly saw past events from many of my friends' lives. One was Lauma. She was so young when they chose her to be the Moon Chanter. From then on, the Frost Moon Scions looked to her to bring messages from their goddess. But, for better or worse, I had left Hisi Island before she was ever born. It was not until much, much later that she met me.
I think it's for the best. Because of the way things turned out, you had the opportunity to become friends.
You're right. In that sense, I think we were both very lucky. Oh, and about that mage, Nicole. I only recently learned that she has lived in Tevat since the time of the Three Moon Sisters. The Moon Goddesses always had a good relationship with the angels. I suppose our friendship continues that tradition. And then, there's Zandrone. I never knew that much about her, beyond the fact that she was created by someone called the Lord Artificer. She, too, suffered for a long time before joining the Fatui. How I wish I could talk to her again. Even if only to hear her say nasty things to me. Also, I saw your siblings' story. I'm afraid I didn't see much. It seems that she rarely came to the surface, where the moonlight shines. But I did notice that back when you first set out on your journey, she would often appear nearby, gazing at you from afar with a guilty look in her eyes.
Lumine.
Let us speak no more of the past. I probably shouldn't reveal so much about my friends. It's not my place. Let the moonlight carry us forth. We are very close now. After this, I'd like to bring some Kuhenki to the moon as well. If they're willing, of course.
What about your other friends? Will you bring them to visit too?
Certainly. But I'll need to tidy the place up first. This home hasn't received any guests in a long, long time. believe it was called...
Dodoko's Whirligig.
Yes, that was it. You asked me if I was afraid to return to the moon, and I said that I was. The idea that I had gained something precious, only to lose it so quickly. That frightened me. But I'm not afraid anymore. Besides, this time, we're traveling together. We're here. Over there.
Our spaceship.
It's huge. I suppose that the moon is the only place one could hide it. It'll be all right.
Huh?
The way you feel in this moment, I went through it too, on Moon Prayer Night. The door was right in front of me, but I struggled to find the courage to step through. Solitude for me once meant living a life in which even I was absent. Before I met you, that was the only life I knew. But that night, solitude meant throwing away the life I had gained after meeting all of you.
Columbina.
Go. Retrieve the part of your life that was once lost. Trust me, you will lose nothing by doing so. Look, Tevat is right there. All of our friends are down there, waiting for us.
You're right. Thanks, Columbina.
Finished?
Yeah. Why did you take your eye mask off?
Well, since my return, I've decided to take more opportunities to see the world with my own eyes. Besides, I've always wondered how Tevat looks from the moon.
And what do you think?
It's beautiful. I could spend a whole day here just gazing at it. What about you? What do you think of the truth you found? I haven't looked at another person's expression in a long time, but... I think yours is saying... it was neither good nor bad,
Keep this up, and it won't be long before you give Nephra a run for her money.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm much more used to sensing what's going on around me with Kuvaki. I think I'll save my eyes for seeing special moments I really want to remember.
I read the spaceship's flight logs. I always assumed that this was my first time in Tevat. I thought that Lumine and I must have been hibernating in space for centuries on end. But the logs show that our spaceship flew over the skies of Tevat once before. A long, long time ago.
Flew over? So you didn't land?
No, the ship barely came to a stop before flying on again. After that, it continued traveling through space for a long time. Some of the data is corrupted, but I suspect that it kept flying for thousands of years. It was only after that that the ship made a forced landing in Nodcry. When Lumine found me, she came from outside the ship. Could this mean that she left the ship long before I did? Maybe even during our first pass over Tevat.
Are you alright?
Yes, I can feel that the truth is coming together, one small piece at a time. I remember Lumine telling me that when she first arrived in Conria, she could not recall the past. So this might be something that even she doesn't know.
Here, I made some space for you. Your mind must be racing, and this seems like the perfect place to relax and clear your head.
Oh, wait, there's one more thing.
What is it?
Wait here a moment. Hey, Columbina.
Is that a new outfit?
An old one, technically. It's been in a cabinet inside the ship this whole time. It's a matching pair with Lumine's. She always liked this set more.
Huh. I don't think there's a huge difference.
Really?
Yes, it's still the same you. You're the same person, no matter what clothes you wear.
Only Columbina would make an observation like that.
Traveler, do you consider Tevat your home?
Home is wherever Lumine is. But then after all the time I've spent here, and everything I've been through... Yes, I'd say it's my home.
Would you change your answer if Tevat changed appearance? I mean, if the truth about Tevat turned out to be different than what you thought.
I don't know, but I don't think so. The truth is not what matters most to me about Tevat.
When I was first born, I longed for a home. And when you get something before you're mature enough to understand the world, you just take it at face value. I thought that a home was a transaction. You give me what I want, and I'll do the same for you. But you and your friends taught me what a true home should look like. You never asked for anything, yet you gave so generously to me.
That's because your friendship matters to us. It was worth it.
In the past, I thought that my birth in Nodcry must have been a mistake. But after journeying to the distant past where the story began, I realized that it was I who chose Nodcry to be my future home. Now, I am glad that I made that choice.
I'm sure your friends are just as glad.
In fact, I intend to make the same choice today as I did back then.
What do you mean?
Well, I've given the Eternal Moon's Marrow to Lauma, and the Iridescent Moon's Marrow to Arlecchino. And now, I shall return my Kuvagi to Nodcry again, that it may continue to protect my chosen home.
Wait, but what about your body?
Hmm? Oh, are you worried that I'll disappear again? I won't. Not this time. The Frost Moon has now entered the fall sky, and I am the Trilune Goddess. I am only returning to Nodcry the part of me that it needs. I am giving what I can, because my home is worth it. Oh, and I have something for you, too.
For me?
Yes. Come closer.
What was that?
I lifted some of the restrictions this world placed on you. I trust this will help in your future adventures.
My power. It feels like it's grown. I can use the elements more freely now. Thank you. This will be a great help.
You're welcome. I see you as family, and after everything you've done for me, Here, this flower is for you.
Isn't this a moon prayer blossom?
Yes. Don't worry. You will never see these flowers lose their color again. I'm finally discovering the joy of giving. How I wish I'd learned this sooner.
Hey, better late than never. What are you thinking about now?
Why don't you take a guess? You get one shot.
I don't think I'll get it in one guess. But I'm sure it's a happy thought.
That's kind of a sneaky answer. I can't say you got it wrong. Down into that, the moon seems so far away. I felt it might always lie beyond my reach. But on the moon, everything feels so close by. The haze that once enshrouded the skies has finally been dispersed. I feel like a traveler on a winter's night, starting a new chapter in my tale by the warmth of a bonfire. I don't have a lot of luggage, but I do have a lot of hope for the future.
Well, what's next?
Next? To start with, I want to stay here just a little longer. After that, let's return home and continue our journey.
These clothes bring back so many memories.
The journey goes on, for you and for me. Like I said, this is not the end. I don't believe there has to be an ending. okay. As you continue on your journey, don't forget to gaze up at the moon once in a while. It shall cast down its true moonlight, connecting us in truth.
Beleza, a gente terminou. Só tem uma coisinha aqui.
To Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. Ugh, this preamble is such a pain to write. It's probably high time we got rid of this acting business. I trust that Dern has updated you all on recent events. Hope we didn't worry you too much. The good news is, we managed to come together and put a stop to the Doctor's evil schemes. With that, I think it's safe to say that Notcry is finally out of the woods. As for the Fatui, not counting the Damselette, aka the Moon Goddess, who has left their organization, we found ourselves allied in this instance with both the Knave and Marionette. May she. As ever, we find ourselves better off for making friends rather than enemies. But until we can ascertain the Tsaritsa's true intentions, the future remains uncertain. In a short while... Wait. How am I meant to surprise everyone if I tell them in a letter that I'm heading home? Well, that would be a huge waste. Okay, got it. I will begin sending the expeditionary team back home in waves. I'm sure they'll be able to answer any questions you still have. I hope they won't gloss over the details of my many heroic deeds, but if they do, I'm sure it'll be because they're just too exhausted from the long journey. I think of Mondstadt daily. Please give everyone my best regards. P.S. The honorary knight went above and beyond this time. Are there any other honors we can give him? I'll leave it with you. P.P.S. Please be extra nice to Klee for the foreseeable future. I cashed in on the last favor that the Hexen Circle owed us, so we need to earn some more goodwill. If there's any serious problems, feel free to stick me in solitary confinement when I get back. And that, as they say, is all she wrote. End of an era. And with the moon shining down brighter than ever, I think everyone is going to sleep well tonight.
Agora sim, terminou de verdade. Bom, eu vou ficando por aqui. A live agora. E é isso. Obrigado a todos que assistiram. Falou.
Strength is one of those things where you gotta use it or lose it. So, wanna train with me sometime?